Well, shit. How the fuck are you guys doing tonight? O'Doyle rules. Here, let me get this a little closer. Yeah, looking a little bit better, but I'm still kind of fucked up. So we'll see how this goes. And sorry about the state of my room, man. It's hard to clean up when you're all fucked up. I'm eating Fritos and drinking diet soda. That's how you heal up, you know. If you're ever fucked up, get you some Fritos and drink some. It's not even diet soda. It's Big K sugar-free cola. Dinner of champions. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing okay tonight. And reluctantly and regrettably, and it wasn't really my first plan or my second plan, or it was way down the list of plans. Oh, dude! By the way, look at the Yamaha hat. It's got blood all over it. I'm like never washing this hat. It's gonna be just. This is the crash hat because I was wearing it when I crashed. So, but yeah, and thank you, X Adam One. I am feeling a little bit better today. Certainly, my foot's still fucked up, which is the problem. It's the issue. Is there was a big fucking chunk, like that big, of all the way through all layers of skin, everything on my foot was taken out, and they try to like sew it back together and kind of close the gap or whatever, but there's a hole in my foot right now that goes straight into my flesh, and that's not how that's supposed to work. I don't know if you guys know how skin works, but usually it covers things. So yeah. But yeah, I'm a little fucked up still, like Honda Two-Face. Jesus Christ. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be able to work for a little bit because technically we have to wear slip resistant shoes, and these shifts are like 5 to 8 hours long depending on the shift, sometimes even more. That's a long time to be in a sweaty fucking shoe with an open hole in my foot, let alone the fact there's basically I don't know, bacteria and stuff that can get into that hole from the shoe from being in there in the swamp foot. So I'm sorry, the stitches, man, I'm fucked up. The stitches in my foot make it so that putting a shoe on is kind of painful. So I don't know how it's going to go. I'm certainly not working this week. I'm probably not working next week at least. And they said it would probably be a good 4 weeks till I get the stitches out. So if I can figure out a way to get through a shift without being all fucked up, but man, I'm going to be out at least 2 weeks of work. And I got kids, and one of my sons, he's leaving for college next week, and like we got to get his dorm set up, and we got to, like there's stuff that money is already allocated for, and rent and some bills are going to be a little bit difficult at the end of the month, unfortunately. And I hate to say it, I hate to even ask, dude. And I was talking to people on the chat last night about this, and they basically said, hey, like, you don't have to feel bad, and I, and that I've been online and doing this stuff and entertaining people for a while, and I don't really ask for donations, or I don't do giveaways, and like I'll do super chats if people want to talk or whatever, but it's not like I require them. And so therefore me asking for money one time according to them is not a big deal, but I still feel like it kind of is. I feel like a douche. Honestly, I do. I gotta tell you guys, this was not my plan. This is not what I wanted to do. But I mean, I guess I could sell some guns, but dude, at the same time, like, Colorado just fucking changed all the gun laws. So now in the state of Colorado, if you want to buy a fucking basically most guns that I own, then you got to go through crazy background checks and all of this other stuff that you got to do to buy a gun. So selling a gun is going to be a huge pain in the ass. It's probably going to take over a month to do just to sell a gun. Or I could pawn one, but the pawn shops aren't going to give me shit either. So like I guess if I have to, I can do that, but I'm going to get a real raw deal if I sell anything right now. So if I can avoid doing that, that would be nice. But again, I mean, it is what it is. What the government doesn't know won't hurt. I mean, I guess I could just turn into a gun runner, right? I mean, oh, well, I just said it online. Maybe not. Colorado is full of leftists who love Trenda Agua and hide them from ICE agents. Dude, I was actually looking at becoming an ICE agent or like Department of Homeland Security or something, bro. But then I was looking at the website. One of the requirements is that you are before your 40th birthday. I'm 44. I'm too old, apparently. How the fuck did that happen? So that might be out. I don't know. I mean, I've been actively looking for a new job because my job has been increasingly shitty. Not very good. And I don't want to work in another restaurant. Like I I'll do whatever I have to do to fucking survive, I guess. Well, not whatever. I don't get any ideas. But yeah, I don't want to work in another fucking restaurant, dude. If I can avoid it, I will never work in a restaurant again. But for the time being, for this month, I'm a little screwed right now, guys. Honestly, I am. Not completely, you know. And with a little bit of help from you guys, like I won't be screwed at all. I'm like, I'm not asking for help with the medical bills because God knows how much that's going to be. I mean, tens of thousands of dollars, I'm sure, by the time it's done. They're talking about skin graft for my foot and all this other stuff. And I don't know how bad that's going to suck or hurt or cost. So we'll jump off that bridge when we get there. But yeah, bro, check this out. The other day at work, so let me tell this story real quick. They changed the policy. The new general manager changed the policy because he thought there wasn't any accountability for people who were getting walkouts. And that if you have a walkout tab, like someone doesn't pay for their food and leaves, that you as the server should have to pay for it, right? Basically. And I had a walkout because it does happen. It does happen. And I had to pay $100 out of my pocket. It was like 3 weeks ago. And so like I was sitting around thinking about it the other day, kind of upset that I had to pay $100 out of my pocket. I mean, that was like more than half the money I made that night. So I walked with like basically nothing after working all night. And I was like, I've worked in restaurants for a long time. I've never had to pay for a walkout before. So I looked it up online. I Googled it. Turns out in the state of Colorado, it's illegal. You cannot make a waiter, a restaurant server, pay for a guest walkout on a tab. It's against the law. It's considered to be cost of doing business. So I go to my boss the next time I saw him, which was, like a week later or something like that. And I was like, hey, I need to talk to you in the office. And he was like, come on in. And I was like, yo, basically, your new policy is against the law. The thing that you said that you're doing is against the law. And I need my $100 back. And they basically told me, like, yeah, we know it's against the law, but you agreed to pay that money. So kick rocks. And also, okay, let me back up. There was a girl at work the other night. This is last Sunday night. She just got fucking reamed at work, just like really had a bad night. And she was in the back and she was literally crying. She was like crying her eyes out, talking about quitting, talking about walking out, talking about just leaving. And I sat her down and I talked to her for a while and I talked her out of it. I calmed her down and talked her off the ledge and basically said, like, if you have another job lined up and you're ready to go and you're able to pay your bills with that job and everything's good, then yeah, go ahead. If not, it's a bad idea. If not, you're going to screw yourself. You're not going to hurt the restaurant. Like they're not going to care. Like they'll replace you tomorrow if you die on your way to work today. Like they don't give a fuck. So, like one of the managers, I guess, overheard us talking and thought that I was talking her into quitting, not out of quitting. So when I went into the office to talk to the manager about the $100 that he owed me, they're like, yeah, fuck off about the $100. You agreed to it. We know it's illegal. We're not going to do it anymore, but fuck off. Also, if we hear about you doing this thing again, you're going to be fired. So they threatened to fire me over that. And I like right then I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about because they weren't like, oh yeah, on Sunday night when you were talking to this person and this situation, like they didn't spell it out like that. They were just like, you've been talking people into quitting. And I was like racking my brain, like, what the fuck are they like? Where is this coming from? And it wasn't until after the meeting was over that I put together like, oh, they were talking about that chick from that night when she was crying and I talked her down and and yeah, so basically like they were trying to fire me for doing the exact opposite of what they were blaming for me for doing. I don't know, dude. I'm so over this fucking place. I'm looking for a new job. That's not the point. The point is I can't even go to the job that I fucking hate right now because man, things are bad right now. Things are bad. Look at this. Things are bad. Things are bad, okay? But I need some help. I do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry to ask. It is what it is and this is a video basically just apologizing to you guys. It's apologizing to you guys that I put myself in this position where I have to ask for help. It's it's a bad position to be in. It's not something I intended to do. It's not something I planned on. I mean, if I could take back this accident and not have to ask for money from people to help me pay my bills and help me with my kids and stuff, I would definitely do it. Like this pain sucks, dude. My foot is fucked. I don't want to have to deal with this. I don't want to have to not work. I don't, I'd rather go to the shit job that I fucking hate, believe it or not. But yeah, I after the chat last night, I ended up setting up the GoFundMe. So if you guys want, if you're not going to hate me for it, if you have a couple extra bucks and you don't mind, it would really help me out. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm in this position. It was my 100% my own fault. There's no one to blame but myself. There's no excuse that I have about why I made the decision that I did. It was stupid. It was fucking stupid. And now because of my own stupidity and my own fucking fuck up, I am in kind of a shit position and I'm asking for help to get out of it. And, I don't know how I would feel about someone that I watch on YouTube being in this position and asking for help. I'm not sure if I would help them or not. Maybe I would. I'd like to think I would. But I mean, shit, dude, if it's going to hurt you guys at all, like if you're going to be put out by it, you can't do the thing that you wanted to do. I don't want you to give me the money. I don't. But if it's something that you feel like you would like to help me out with and it's not going to hurt you to give a couple bucks or whatever it is, I want to say like thank you. And I'm sorry that I mean, this is this is me being as honest as I can be. And I do feel bad about asking, dude. Hey, let me read the chat for a sec. Because side note real quick. Do any of you guys hurt yourself and laugh? Does like the pain make you fucking get giggly? Because the dentist, when I go to the dentist and they're drilling away, I'm laughing my ass off because it hurts so bad. Or like this whole situation here, like I keep laughing when it hurts. I don't know if that's like a coping mechanism or something, but uh so yeah, Randy Butternub says that he does too. Don't feel bad for asking for money, says Soviet. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I can't speak for everyone, but don't sweat it, bro. Shit happens. We can't be perfect. We can't predict the future, says Randy also. Even if we have to sell every gun that Yankee owns. Thanks, Anthony, dude. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. I hope that no one at your job is watching this chat. You might be able to apply for emergency medical in Colorado. Medical costs to cover medical. Yeah, there's some. I got to go through this. There's some paperwork that they gave me that I haven't done it yet. But it should cover at least some of the cost of the ER visit, which is all it was, you know. Like someone was there, they saw me crash, they're like, "Oh, I'm going to call 911. I'm going to call 911." And I'm like, "Don't." Don't call 911. I don't want to pay for a fucking ambulance. So, yeah, I mean basically what happened, bro, like I'll tell the story again real quick. Um a friend of mine sent me some parts for my new bike that I, wanted to upgrade on the bike, and one of the things that he sent me was a new throttle tube because the throttle tube on it's a long pull, so you really got to fucking like rotate the shit out of your wrist to get it to throttle, all the way. And I don't like that. I want the short throw. So he sent me a short throw tube, but it wasn't the brand, and maybe it could work or maybe it wouldn't. And so I took it apart and I put the replacement throttle tube on it, put everything back together, and it's like, this isn't going to work. It doesn't fit. So I took it back apart, put the original stuff that was on the bike back on it, like lubed everything up and cleaned it up and made sure it was working right. And I just wanted to take it for a rip around the parking lot just to make sure everything was good. So I hopped on the bike and, part of me was like, hey, I should go put on a helmet real quick, at least, but I was like, it's all the way upstairs and I'm going to come back down and do a ride in a minute anyway. And I'm just going to rip it around the parking lot real quick and come back and park it. So it's no big deal. So I go around the parking lot and I do like 2 or 3 laps. And on the third lap or whatever it was, I was coming around the corner and I was going to turn left, and like the streets ahead of me with fucking cars going by all quick. And the throttle got hung up for a second for some reason. Now I've talked to some people about it, and some people think that it's my fault the way I put it back together, and some other people think that it's a factor of the particular carburetor that's on the bike. Regardless, the throttle got hung up for just a second, and I was heading straight into fucking traffic, and I panic braked a little bit. Now, it wouldn't have been a big deal if there wasn't a bunch of gravel in the parking lot right where I hit the front brake, which locked up, and then boom, or yeah, you get it. So long story short, I was only going like 15 or 20, but since I wasn't wearing any gear, my face hit the ground and like my shoulder, my whole arm got all fucked up, and that would have been fine except for the foot peg took a chunk out of my foot. And that's going to be the issue. Like if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have even gone to the hospital. If it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have missed a day of work. But because of that, I am going to miss some work and it sucks. And because of that, I did have to go to the hospital. I'm going to have to pay for that. And again, I'm not asking for any money. I'm not asking for any help with my medical bills. Like I'll figure that out. I just don't want to end up basically like way far behind on bills and then potentially being homeless at the end of this and having to sell a bunch of stuff. And especially like when you have to sell stuff, you're never going to get as much money as you should for it. And there's just a bunch going on. And I wasn't planning on it. I wasn't doing anything stupid even really. I mean, obviously I was because I wasn't wearing gear, but going around the parking lot real quick, I wasn't like doing wheelies or, you know, but yeah, dude, I'm fucked up right now. I'm fucked up. And it's my fault that I'm fucked up. And I'm asking for help from you guys to help me get unfucked up. And I really appreciate any help that you guys give. So yeah, man. I mean, that's that. What's done is done. I can't go back and fucking fix anything. And I'm not a time traveler. I kind of wish I could Groundhog Day that fucking day again, but you can't. You're just stuck with the choices that you make, and sometimes a split second decision ends up fucking you real hard. And in this case, I'm kind of fucked really hard right now. And yeah, the lead laced anarchy. The landlord is a corporation. Technically, I think it's a foreigner who owns multiple apartment complexes and then pays an apartment management firm to administer them. So yeah, they don't give a fuck. And thank you, Mr. Muffin Top, for posting this and in your Discord and stuff. I do appreciate that. Tell people you fought a bear. Sounds cooler. That's fucking funny. See, when I laugh too, like I feel it in my shoulder. I could, like, I've got another one on my fucking knee, like right here. Like this whole part of my knee is all fucked up, bro. Like, I don't know, like, I can't show you everything right now. Can't show you everything without getting naked. But and thank you, X Adam One, dude, and thank you in advance to everybody out there who is either helped or is going to help, planning on helping right now. Again, I feel bad even asking, bro. I feel bad because it's my fault. Because I should have fucking known better. I mean, I will say, lesson learned here. I will never ride even fucking 5 feet without putting on gear again. Because this sucks, dude. And yeah, me and never enough ammo are still friends. We still talk. Just he's on a different schedule now. He's on fucking East Coast time and works fucking ass early in the morning. And but yeah, I'll let him know about this too. Maybe he'll give a couple of bucks too. Oh geez. Geez, Rick. Snake Doctor said he had to sell some guns about 6 months ago and took a huge loss. That's terrible, man. Like, I mean, that's always been my white trash savings plan. And the thing is, like, that only works out if you like keep the guns and sell them at a good time to sell them, then it's like, oh, I did good. Versus like you're like, oh, I got hurt and I need money and let me like pawn some guns off because Colorado just changed the laws and I can't even sell the fucking things in Colorado anymore. Like, what do? You put them on like Gunbroker or something and then ship them out of state? I'm not sure what you do. But regardless, it's going to take probably more than a month to figure that out. Or I just pawn them and lose like 80% of my money. Either way, it sucks. You might be able to. Oh, I already read that one. Again, guys, I really do appreciate everyone out there. Like the support that I've gotten. There's been a couple haters, and to be fair, maybe I inspire the haters sometimes. Like, I do like poking the bear. I do like stirring the pot and saying the provocative thing and It's kind of what part of what I'm known for on the channel is saying the quiet part out loud. So that hasn't always made me the most friends. So, there's that part too, but sell food on marketplace for $20 to $30 a plate. Would you buy food off of Facebook Marketplace from someone's apartment? Seems kind of shady. Like maybe it was like the same building as me, like the neighbor makes like dank ass fucking turkey dinner or something. And you go knock on his door, he's like $20. All right, bro, that sounds good. I don't know, bro. I don't know, but this is the video that I'm making to announce the GoFundMe and basically to apologize to everybody and just be honest. I'm just being honest. Like I fucked up and I need help. So I do appreciate you guys, man. Like all the support that I have gotten so far, which is not nothing, and all of the love that you guys have been pouring out, which is amazing. And yeah, I do appreciate it. I really do. So I'm gonna go ahead and edit there. So we'll see you guys next time. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a chat tomorrow night that's a little more lighthearted and not about this specific subject or whatever. But since I'm doing nothing anyway, I might as well just fucking make YouTube videos, right? But I do love you guys. I do appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys have a good night, okay? Deuces.